What's good, world? It's your dude, Darryl K.
And I'm Coin Cook.
You already know what it is. Baltimore, Maryland, coolest store in history, Collector's Corner. It's going down. Coin got the Marvel. I got the DC. Allie B got the Indie. Jacob got the movies. You already know what it is. What you got for us?
Alright, first thing I'll be reviewing today is X-Men number 6. Part of Battle of the Atom, by the way. And Infinity number 4 of 6.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear about Infinity first.
Alright. Well, I am going to start with X-Men.
No, Infinity.
Infinity. Alright, well, you know what, guys? I'm going to start with Infinity. That's Darryl K Says.
Exactly.
Alright. So, Infinity part 4 of 6. This issue was absolutely fantastic. As we saw last issue, Captain America, along with the rest of the Galactic Alliance, has officially surrendered to the Builders.
Yeah, they can't do it. They're not strong enough.
They know that they're hopelessly outmatched, outnumbered, and there's just no way, besides negotiating maybe terms to maybe stay alive, but having to surrender Earth along with these other planets.
Now tell them the best part about Thor.
Alright, so this is what happens. So the Galactic Council is told by the Builders, listen, you can have one representative to come and negotiate our terms of agreement with you guys. So what do the Avengers do? They send out Thor. Probably not the best idea.
Oh, no.
But I have to say, and I do kind of want to show you guys an excerpt, it's just insane. So basically what this Builder says to Thor is, you will submit or perish. You will kneel, or your fellow warriors will lose everything they hold dear. All that is left is surrender. On your knees. And you know what? With that, Thor bows, and he goes, this is good. Does it not suit you better? Is this not your natural state? I mean, this issue was heartfelt and hard-hitting. And I have to tell you that after Thor gets on his knees, this Builder slaps the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah, spits on him, kicks him, down on him, talk crap to him.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, the cool thing about this issue is Thor was told to leave his weapon behind, so Mjolnir is left behind as he negotiates with the world. But as you see, he actually throws it up into the air. And what ends up happening is the Thor comes striking down on the Builder, leaving a giant gaping hole in his stomach, and they found out the Builders actually can be killed. So that kind of turns the tide of the war, and the Galactic Council see that they might have an opportunity to come back.
Yep.
This issue was fantastic. It was probably the most, revealing issue. I really enjoyed it. I would give it an absolute 5 out of 5. The artwork is amazing. The writing is amazing. Jonathan Hickman and Opina and Weaver have all been killing it on the art and the writing respectively. This book is fantastic, guys. Good picking.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I mean, Thor against Buttwood was always awesome.
Yeah.
How much I hate Thor.
Yeah. Alright. And my next review is X-Men number 6. This is by Brian Wood. I have to say, this issue really fell short. I actually just recently watched another review on part 6 of the Battle of the Atom series. And I really have to agree with what B3 actually said. This issue is mediocre. Again, this is by Brian Wood and Brian Bendis are both writing this series, but it's a 12-part series. There's no reason that there should be 12 parts. It's starting to drag. There's literally about 6 to 7 X-Men teams. It's almost hard to follow.
But that's always been a problem with the X-Men universe. Right. It's so big. I mean, the X-Men universe is big enough to have their own universe, honestly.
I mean, even just the quote-unquote plot twists in the issues are just, they're not even, like, surprising anymore. It's like, oh, we have a future X-Men team. Oh, but we're not the only future X-Men team. There's another future X-Men team. So, at this point, I'm just really underwhelmed by this series. Battle of the Atom started off really good, but at this point, it's dragging the series. So this needs to end. It needs to end quickly. We need to figure out what is going on. There's just so many plot twists and minor subpoints, and it's just, there's no reason for it. You could have cut this down into about 6 issues, and it would have been a fantastic story. This is where Age of Ultron also went wrong. He's had so many issues, and it just really didn't need to be a 10-part.
And also, they killed Luke Cage, which was dumb, but whatever. Yeah,
but for this issue, 2 out of 5. I really wasn't impressed. I don't really like the artwork. The story was kind of mediocre. It didn't give any kind of more push to the end of the story. And we still have a lot more to go. I'm really underwhelmed, guys. So, 2 out of 5.
Cool.
Yeah. So what do you have for us today?
I got awesome stuff for us today. Back to my DC stuff. I don't even know what to do first, but we'll pick off where we left off last time with the first Forever Evil back in season 1.
Okay.
Forever Evil issue 2. Great book. Definitely picks off, never loses steam, still keeps the full steam, the full momentum going forward. Basically, Forever Evil 2, you're going to find out a couple things. You're going to find out that there's a love triangle going on between Owlman, Ultraman, and Superwoman. You're also going to find out that Owlman and Superwoman also have back plans going on. You're also going to find out that there's something wrong with Power Ring, but they never say really what it is. You're also going to find out that Cyborg is pretty messed up, but he's still alive. And you're also going to find out somebody else is still alive. There's a pretty gruesome scene actually in the book when they actually have Cyborg like leftover skeleton from where he was ripped apart, his cybernetics on the end, at the end of the issue on the death table. It's actually pretty cool, you know. Another thing I also liked about this issue is that you got to see the Titans trying to come in and make stuff happen. Basically Johnny Quick and Atomica, the evil girl that's the Atom from their world, basically takes off and, you know, do little village of stains, go and start publishing, you know, having fun, messing with all the leftover heroes and villains and stuff. So I definitely recommend this. There's a lot of stuff going on. It carries on straight through from issue 2. A lot of stuff that you don't want to miss. If you definitely loved the first issue, I definitely recommend this. Some of the best works actually. Jeff Johns actually, I feel like, been really on a roll lately with his stories. I feel like Jeff Johns has been kicking out the good stuff. I definitely can't wait for the third issue. Got me waiting. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5,
yeah.
definitely.
And I would like to add something along with that. I think it's really cool to see a little bit more of the crime syndicate relationship.
Yeah.
They're so splintered and broken. You know, if you guys remember the original background for those, you know, for the crime syndicate, they're more like warlords, not so much a team.
Right.
And so I'm really interested to see how that's going to factor out with how this team interacts.
And also another thing too that I want y'all guys to look out for when y'all pick this up, the crime syndicate is running from somebody. I already know who because I've been following the characters, but they're running from somebody. So it's about to get pretty interesting. There's some issues down the line. So stay tuned.
All right. And we have another new comic this week.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Superman or Wonder Woman. Most importantly, my girl, my chick, the best female superhero ever, Wonder Woman. God, you know how much I love Wonder Woman. This book is awesome. I definitely recommend this book. If you're a fan of Wonder Woman, you gotta pick this up. If you've been loving the New 52 Wonder Woman, you gotta pick this up. If you're a fan of Superman, pick this up, you'll like it. If you definitely love the New 52 Superman, everything they did about it, you'll definitely like this. Basically, this book is not action-packed. I'll tell you straight up, it's not action-packed. But story-wise, it's great. It sets up a lot of plot lines. You actually get to see Superman and Wonder Woman's relationship more just from the kissing stills that they had in the previous comics. You actually get to see how their relationship works, how they both want, how Superman wants to keep the secret. Wonder Woman not all for that. Wonder Woman just want to let everybody know, hey, we together. You get to see them have the little relationship phase. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty different. I actually definitely like this take just because their relationship, I can truly say, is totally different from the one they had in Kingdom Come years ago. So I definitely do like this relationship in here. It's definitely something fresh, definitely updated to more in the modern times. I definitely recommend this book. And plus, my girl, Wonder Woman, gets to have an epic fight at the end of this issue. I won't tell you with who, but you won't be devastated or disappointed. It's definitely my girl doing what she does best, kicking butt and taking names. I give this issue 5 out of 5. Definitely pick this up. Like I said, if you're a big Wonder Woman fan, you'll love it. If you're a big Superman fan, you'll love it. Or if you just want something new and fresh to get into from DC, that's actually different from all the villain stuff that's going on. This is good. This is good because this is basically something different.
And let's see that full cover.
Yeah, the full cover, man. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, man.
I have to say, whoever did the cover art on that book absolutely did a stunning job.
Yeah, this book, the art in this book is actually amazing, and I just really love too how they're just combining both the Superman and Wonder Woman universes together. Not saying it haven't been done previously before in the past, but I just kind of like really how the New 52 Wonder Woman has more of a connection with the Highfather and the new guys, just because it shows in the DC universe finally that all the guys do communicate and talk with each other and deal with each other, and I definitely like that so much. But once again, guys, go get this 5 out of 5. Definitely recommend this. Darryl K Says, go get this issue. I can't recommend it enough.
Alright, I want to give a shout out to the new Batman book this week. We will not be reviewing it, but it's an absolutely fantastic issue, so go pick it up.
And I also want to give a shout out to the Villains Month Rogues issue of the Flash. If you're a big villain fan of the Flashes, or if you just love Flash in general, you definitely love it. Captain Cold is still the man. Miramax is still the man. Heatwave is still crazy. You'll definitely love it. Go pick that up, guys. And then we'll kick it off to Allie B.
Hey guys, it's Allie B with your indie comic review for the week. It has been so long since I have been completely and utterly enamored with a comic. Brian K. Vaughan's Saga is finally here for me. It has taken me forever to read it. Everyone has been like, Allie, it's so good, the writing's so fantastic, you should read it. I'm like, yeah, I'll get around to it. No, seriously, I regret so deeply delaying reading this comic. Oh, to start, so Brian K. Vaughan, if you're not familiar, he also wrote Why the Last Man, another great series. Saga follows the story of Alana and Marco. They are of two different races, obviously, who have been warring for generations. Her mother planet, the moon, where he is from, they've been warring for forever, and finally they decide, well, we can't fight in our own home territory anymore. We're going to destroy ourselves. We'll go outsource the war to other planets. And so Vaughan brings us this rich, deep, wonderfully done universe of all these different alien races. And so along the way, Alana is this guard who is watching over this war prisoner, Marco, and eventually they fall in love. She helps him escape. You know, they run away together, and they have this baby who is pretty much an anomaly. Like, they thought for so long that these two races could never procreate, but now they have done this. And so each of their governments now sees them as a threat, that they're going to undermine the war effort. And so each government has hired assassins to come and kill this family. And it's very interesting because not only are we following this family story, but also the assassins who are trying to kill them. And Vaughan has this great way of writing characters so that there is no bad guy. It's all gray area and just scales of gray. And so you don't know who to root for. Like, you just want everyone to live happily ever after. But there is a lot of dark stuff in here. It is not just a love story. This is not Romeo and Juliet. There is action and wonderful humor. And it's just beautifully drawn by Fiona Staples. I absolutely love her style. The color is gorgeous. And she just brings all these characters to life. She just does such a great thing for this comic. Some of the funniest things that I thought were entertaining would be there is an entire planet that is dedicated to a red light district, and the gatekeepers are just these giant, like 10-foot wide ladies' heads on like Kate Moss legs and tiny little stick arms with a bunch of like innuendos that will have you laughing out loud to yourself. But then there's also really sad things, lots of death, and lots of cursing. Definitely not safe for the workplace, but I highly recommend you guys to read this. I give it a 5 out of 5. It's $10 for the first volume. Go home and read it. Just sit down and marathon it. You will not regret it. It is fantastic, and I'll see you guys next week.
Should do that type of thing. Hi, I'm Jacob. Welcome to the movie review. Now, I read your comments from last week, and it's still Halloween, so I'm doing horror movies. And under the comments was Sinister. It's a relatively new film, so I figured I'd do it. It's starring Ethan Hawke. Now, Ethan Hawke is a writer. He's not just any writer. He was a successful writer who is now a failed writer. And being a failed writer, he wants to re-spark his career. So he moves into a new house with his family. What he doesn't tell his family when he moves in there, they've moved into the house of the murdered victim that he's writing about. Now, first of all, my thing is, you know, Ethan Hawke, you're an idiot. But I gave the movie a watch. And then what ensues becomes the creepiest stuff I have ever seen in my entire life. You got kids popping out of boxes, and then they were the living rooms. He starts seeing ghosts. His children start seeing these drawings. And he finds a box of tapes or whatever old real technology that was. Through the real technology that is as ancient as the concept of the horror movies coming out today, he actually starts to see a being which they call Bagoo. Bagoo is an evil being that steals children. And the more you see him, the closer he's getting to you, the realer he's becoming. Now, spoiler alert, children are involved, as they are in most horror films. Now, this movie is good for a lot of scares. A lot of pop-ups, a lot of but plot-wise, it fails to be bland. And Ethan Hawke's character is so unbelievably brash, ignorant, stupid, and rude about how you should go about writing a book that involves endangering your family. That pissed me off to watch. I'm like, really? Like, you have kids and you want to move through somewhere where kids were murdered. So, for that, I give the movie a 7 out of 10. Lots of scares, good horror film. Ethan Hawke, you're a douchebag. I hope you died in Training Day.